are many roads to the Stanley Cup, but all are grounded in the simple truth that no man wins it alone. Each championship team has its own character, building a bond of brotherhood and shared sacrifice that lasts a lifetime. In 1974, the path to victory was a gauntlet of fists and fury.
I believe a team has to have a personality, whatever it is. Canadians had one, the Flying Frenchman, and then there was the Big Bad Bruins, and those were days where you could have a personality and use it to beat your opponent.
Drives John Stoddard to the far corner to our left, trying to get the right hand free.
We were a tough, hard-nosed team. Nothing wrong with that. A lot of people loved the way we played. And of course, a lot of them didn't like us at all.
We started physically going after teams. We were tired of getting beat up. And when we started beating them up, there was a lot of whining going on. They didn't like us then. They liked us better when we were small and getting the crap beat out of us.
They knew they were going to get their money's worth when they came to see the Broad Street Bullies play. I remember one time in particular, we're in L.A., and the headlines, the L.A. Times, the animals are loose. Lock your doors.
Schultz is hammering Dunn with that right hand, and all Dunn is able to do is hang on at the moment. He's trying to get...
I didn't see it as violence at all. It was hockey that was being played at the time, and the referees were in charge of controlling it. And we were penalized a lot for it, rightfully so, but we still won hockey games.
The 1974 final was billed as a heavyweight brawl, and it well earned that description. Bobby Clarke's Broad Street Bullies against Bobby Orr's Big Bad Bruins.
As the series was very close, I remember we lost the first game in Boston. We lost 3-2. Orr shot the puck off my foot with about 30 seconds to go, and they win the game. The second game, we were down 2-1 with a minute to go, and Ricky McLeish makes a pass out to Moose DuPont, and he ties it up, and then we go into overtime, and Clarke scores in overtime.
Schultz behind the net, centers, Wet, tries to Clarke, shot, oh, rebound, score! Bobby Clarke scores!
That's when we really had an idea we can beat this team. And then the next two games were in Philadelphia.
So my philosophy was always us and 18,000 people against the opposite team. And once you have, a vision like this, it's very difficult to lose a game.
I remember laying in bed that night thinking to myself, my gosh, if we win tomorrow, we win the friggin' Stanley Cup. This is what I dreamt about my entire life.
The morning of Game 6, Fred Shero left a message on the board that would define the rest of their lives.
The time came, put your mask on, your gloves, you have your stick, and then you march onto the ice. And never forget this, you look at the players, and then you step on the ice, and the crowd is going crazy. God bless her. I thought the roof was going to come down. That was so powerful, so beautiful. Once she got done singing, the fans were pumped. As a player, you're pumped.
I had no fear of playing the Boston Bruins. I had a huge fear of getting beat. It wasn't a physical fear, but it was a motivating fear, so you play the best you possibly can play.
Perron was perfect for 59 minutes and 50 seconds. The Flyers led 1-0, but the greatest player of that generation had the puck.
There was about 10 seconds left. Bobby Orr gets it, shoots it down the ice. I'm looking at the clock at the same time. Never saw it. By the time I saw it, it was too late. If we hit the net, would have been in.
The Flyers are going to win the Stanley Cup! Flyers win the Stanley Cup! The Flyers have won the Stanley Cup!
I wouldn't have the vocabulary or the brains to come up with how you're feeling and thinking. At that time, there's such relief and such ecstasy that you just don't know what to do with yourself.
To have my name on the Stanley Cup, which means that as a team, you know, you're the champions that year, the best hockey team in the world. Wow. You know, every time you think about this, it's just as exciting as when we won. Isn't that good? The next day, I wasn't sure we had won the cup. So I opened the front door. The newspaper was there. It said, the front page, the Flyers won the Stanley Cup. Yeah.
They said that after the first one was a fluke. They said that after the second one. If we win the third, they'll say it's a fluke again.
And he's got a tough opponent.
In 1976, the NHL was at a crossroads.
Left and right, they're up.
The Flyers proved that toughness was the new currency for championships.
Philadelphia got a way to win. I never see a team ready before a game like this. Everybody was ready to fight. Everybody was ready to play tough. But we knew if they want to play tough, we have the guys.
Under Scotty Bowman, Montreal found a way to compete and continue their winning tradition. With a new generation of future Hall of Famers, including Bob Gainey, Larry Robinson, Ken Dryden, and the Flower, Guy Lafleur.
Playing the Flyers was, I wouldn't say was not easy, was tough. They were big, they could fight.
We wanted to beat the Flyers for a couple of reasons. One, the Flyers had won 2 straight cups, which meant that the Canadians had lost 2 straight cups. And the other part was, I didn't like the Flyers.
That one was my favorite. The Flyers were at their peak, and we felt that we had a lot of pressure throughout the league to kind of change the way that people thought that the game should be played.
All the team was cheering for us. Because if we were to lose, all the team would try to be like they were, big and tough.
Oh, it was harsh. We had a strong rivalry because we were both intense competitive teams, each of us willing to pay a big price to get to the prize.
3 seconds, 2 seconds. The game is over, and the Montreal Canadiens defeat Philadelphia 4 consecutive games with 1 second appearance.
We win the game, we win the fight, we won everything.
We've won the Stanley Cup now, and this is just really an extraordinary team. By far the best team that I've ever played on, and really all over the ice. The defense played well, the forwards played well, both offensively and defensively. I've never had as much fun playing with a team as I have with this team.
You know, you have to play as a team, and the team has to be a big family, and you have to go to war together, and you have to stick together as a unit, and that's what the team was doing at the time.
You have to work so hard to get there, but you had to work much harder to stay with the Montreal Canadiens because they're a team who win all the time. And you want to keep the tradition going.
When you talk about Montreal, when they go 3 years without winning it, it's a bit of a drought.
That's what it was like playing in Montreal. I think it drove you to be a better player because anything less than the Stanley Cup was a bad year.
The 1980s ushered in a new era on Long Island, taunting the Midtown Rangers and flaunting a core of talent and toughness. Brian Trottier, Mike Bossy, Dennis Potvin, and Billy Smith led a team on the verge of history.
We were a young team. We loved our roles. We embraced everybody that came on the team and what they brought to the game. There were times, I'm sure, we frustrated our coaches and management, but as a group, I think we wanted to win. And I think that was our greatest asset.
Now it comes loose to Tonelli. To Dennis Potvin. Scores!
The Islanders reached their first Cup final in 1980 against the heavily favored Philadelphia Flyers. Their contrasting styles were evident, but the kids from Long Island refused to be intimidated and captured their first Stanley Cup.
Howard trying to get it to Bossy, broken up by Daly, and now Kelly comes up with it, but play called and a penalty coming up against Philadelphia.
I can give you one statement that won us that series against the Flyers. Whenever they took a penalty, we scored.
Mike Bossy trying to center one. Pearson scores!
And that was the key to that series. We scored 15 power play goals in 6 games.
Swing at center ice at the Flyer line, cut off and taken down by Linsman as we're going to have a penalty against the Flyers. Filling is Pearson, screenshot, score! And the Islanders now set a new all-time Stanley Cup playoff record for power play goals in a series of 13.
End of story.
Despite the power play goals, the series came down to one perfect moment in overtime of Game 6.
Islanders number 10, Hennig. To Tonelli. Here's Tonelli with Nystrom. The pass to Nystrom.
We must have done 30,000 2-on-2s in practice, right? It never really were successful. That was the Stanley Cup, but it was something that we had rehearsed over and over again, and this just worked out just perfect.
The celebration goes on. The Stanley Cup is on the ice, and there it is.
There is no feeling, or there's not a feeling that words can describe, of being able to get your name engraved. That's what it's all about, being the best at what you do.
We never took our foot off the pedal.
There is a loser. A team that must endure a lifetime of knowing it was close. In the 1987 final, Ron Hextall was the best player on both teams. But his Philadelphia Flyers lost in 7 games to the Edmonton Oilers. Hextall would win the Conn Smythe Trophy as playoffs MVP. Only the 5th time a player on a losing team would win the award, a coveted prize, but his name was still not on the Stanley Cup.
It was kind of like someone reached into your chest cavity and pulled your heart out and threw it on the floor. It was tough because it was a hard 2 months for us, and to put all that into it and come out with nothing, that was difficult. I mean, it's difficult to this day.